Welcome back, friends, and welcome in those who are new to the channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Firepower, and today we are playing more Cottage Witch. Now, last episode, we set up all this create machinery right here behind us, but today we need to do some building and we need to cover all this up because we did not get around to making this area look pretty, and that's what we wanted to do this episode. Now, towards the very end of last episode, we did end up making the wand of symmetry, and this is something that I wanted to use more and use while making this. So let's go ahead and kind of get started. I can show you guys just how amazing it is and get to building this in a rather quick manner. So we kind of talked about it last time, how you can put down blocks and tear blocks up. So when I break a block, I'm going to break it on all sides, which is absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and tear up all of this cobblestone bricks. And we're going to go ahead and start putting down new blocks in its place. But these were just temporary and I didn't really want to use them. All right, so I have a bunch of miscellaneous stone blocks on our hotbar, and I'm going to go ahead and build this up in the symmetry mode. So I'm not going to be putting a front door or anything on here yet. I'm going to go ahead and take the wand of symmetry off and come in afterwards and add in the front door. But let's go ahead and quickly try and bring up some walls here. Go ahead, get to the corner of the building, and I'm gonna go ahead and put down a few pieces of tuff down pretty low, put a little bit of tuff on top of that, and just kind of work up a couple different blocks that kind of form a gradient. It's kind of the idea here. So we have tough bricks, we have tough cracked stone bricks. Then we're going to have some stone bricks on top of those. I might even not do it, you know, perfectly straight and put a little bit more variation into these. Now, I quickly ran out of blocks. That was extremely quick. When we're putting down 8 blocks at once, they go quick. All right, so I think that looks a little good. Let's go ahead, do a little more. So there we kind of have a randomized pattern here. We can go ahead, you know what, let's just put a normal stone up there. Somewhat randomized pattern. Now it is symmetrical, so it's not, you know, entirely unique. Kind of look at it from the middle, the left side and the right side are identical, but once we get some more things on here, I don't think the similarities are going to be that noticeable. So let's go ahead and put the stone up and start getting to the second floor. So for the second floor, we're going to go ahead and get some dark oak stairs as well as some spruce. Let me go ahead and just get a bunch of these out. And let's go ahead and put these down. So say the third block up. Nope, third block up is going to be this one. Get our axe out. Perfect. And then on top of this, we are going to take this up, say, 4, maybe 5 blocks. Say 5 blocks. Let's go ahead, come in, say 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th one, we're going to do that. So this is perfectly dividing it up into 3 equal sections. And just take this up a few more blocks. And this is kind of starting to lay out the second floor. You guys can kind of see that there. So we got those in there. Let's go ahead, open up our backpack once more and get out some spruce. So some spruce stairs, some slabs, and we also need some spruce trapdoors, which I don't have any of. So spruce trapdoors, we have 50. That should be enough. And let's go ahead directly from, ooh, we need to go up one more with the stone. I wanted to put this at this layer here. We're going to do stairs, slabs next to those, and then the trapdoors right there. So let's go ahead and do that here in the middle, and then we need to get our stone back out just a little bit. Perfect. Yeah, okay. Sweet. I think that's looking really good. Now, let's go ahead and get the stone back out. Ooh, let's not put all this back up there. Let's put in our backpack because we're probably going to need it again. So let's just get regular stone. And we are running out, so let's go ahead and get some more stone out of our storage. And then just a couple more pieces were missed. Okay. So you can see just in the matter of, you know, a couple minutes here, how simple and how quickly we have turned this around and are now, you know, already on the second floor of the build. And it's just going so quick. And that's just because of the wand of symmetry. It's amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and get some of these planks and put them in the corners where they're not really ever going to be seen. And I want to put spruce wood at the bottom. I think it'll give it a nicer look instead of just spamming spruce planks. Having a little bit of texture variation will be pretty nice. And then we are going to skip 3 blocks in the middle here, and that's going to be where the window is. There we go. We have that all the way around. Now, for now, we can go ahead and keep the window here in the middle, but eventually, once we go to put the front door on here, the roof is going to completely cover it up. All right, so I want to have some flower planters in each of these windows, but I'm thinking instead of using the little flower planters we've used before to do a much larger one. So we're going to take some grass blocks, put those down, and then get the ranch trapdoors, which I love the look of these guys. These trapdoors and then also the fences we use, they just, oh, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. They are absolutely amazing. All right, let's go ahead and do the same thing here. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this up slightly more, get to the top of this. So we need to get some more spruce planks out, and I totally just put those in my storage. So we need to get spruce planks out on our hotbar. We need to go ahead and get the spruce logs back out because we need to build up a little bit more. And then I'm going to get back out the dark oak. We're going to be using dark oak here pretty soon. And okay, I think that's everything we're going to need. Now, we're going to go ahead and build this up, say 1, maybe 2 more. Do the same thing here in the corner. The window is going to be 3 tall, so that's going to go ahead and go across right here. I can actually build properly. There we go. Okay. And now we need to get out the dark oak stairs, and we're going to kind of frame. That is not a dark oak stair. We're going to go ahead and try and frame the window a little bit. So some stairs on top of that. And okay, perfect. So on this, we are also going to want to head and bump out just a little bit more. And this is where I wanted to get those dark oak beams. Now I think I'm going to need more. So I'm going to go ahead and get out the other stack that I have. And we're going to build this up, say 2 blocks. 1, 2. And then this is where we're going to go ahead and go across as well. Perfect. Okay. So now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and get the dark oak stairs yet again. And if I can go ahead and open up the right thing, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I need to get some trapdoors. And I also need some dark oak trapdoors. Do I have any? I try to get everything ready beforehand so that we can just go ahead and go. But it is always forget something. 36 of them. I think that should be enough. All right, so we're going to use the dark oak stairs. And then we're kind of going to do the exact same thing we did down below, where we have the dark oak stairs, we have the dark oak slab, and then we have the trap door in the middle, just like that. So same thing. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now up here at this next layer, actually, we need to do the corner. And drop that down. Okay, now up here, this is actually going to be a walkway on the outside. And we're going to have little patio areas at the very top. So we're not going to have the roof here at this layer. We're actually going to do another floor on top of that. All right, so top layer up here, let's go ahead, get some of these spruce fences, and I'm going to just put it here in the corners. Now we're going to have little outdoor seating areas and outdoor areas at the top up here, but it is going to be primarily set to the corner and not around the entire building. So we don't necessarily need these here. Now, actually, I actually don't even think we want these here. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Now we have some dark oak, or we have some spruce logs. Let's go ahead and keep building this up. And I feel as if this right here is the size of the interior, it's just going to be a really small plus, and we need to make it a little bit larger. So let's get some more spruce out. And let's just increase the size, maybe go 2 blocks out. And I think like this is still a decent outdoor size. Can, you know, have some plants and some seats and, you know, just some cute decor out there. We can figure something out for that. But let's go ahead and build this up. Let's see here. So if we're going to have a floor here, we need to have it say 5 tall. We can do the same thing. We'll have a block on the bottom, a 3 tall window, and then 1 on the top. So block on the bottom, 3 tall window, and 1 on the top. And really it's going to be here that's doing that. Okay, perfect. Now this one here may go a little bit taller as the roof is going to start to go to a point. So this may actually be that tall. That seems really tall. No, you know, it doesn't. It actually looks right. Okay, so let's go ahead from here. Let's start working on, let's start doing the roof. So real quick, let's just go ahead and put in a floor here. If I can actually build properly. Man, I keep putting blocks in the wrong place. Now, this would actually be, you know what? Let's, I think this is a good opportunity to use the building gadget. So this is something that we didn't use last time. We needed brass in order to make it, but we can go ahead and craft it now. And the building gadgets, if you guys are not familiar with them, are very amazing. With it, you can go ahead and shift and right click on a block, and it'll go ahead and select that block, and it'll allow you to build that block significantly, basically. So there's different patterns. You can do surface, you can build to you, which is the default. There's so many different things that you can do with it. It is absolutely amazing. And there are other ones like the copy and paste gadget, which we are going to be using a little bit later as well. But with this, I can basically just look right here, click, and it builds the entire thing for us. So if I just click a few times and we're out of blocks, so we need to get some more spruce slabs, and let's go ahead and craft some more as well. That should hopefully be enough. Click, 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 and come down here. And that's simple. We just made the entire floor in what, 10, 15 clicks? Amazing. Now it's really weird in this pack. I'm not entirely sure how this is set up to work, but building gadgets typically require energy, and you can see this one does take energy. We used it a few times. It did go down, and I'm curious if there's any way to recharge it, but I haven't found a way yet. So I don't know. I'm not too sure. Now, it's very possible once it runs out of energy, we just need to make a new one, which, I mean, it's pretty easy to make once you get the brass production. So, you know, I'm okay with remaking it. I really am. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead, take this around, and I mean, look how amazing that the wand of symmetry is. We just put down like a few blocks and it built it on all sides. Yeah. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and build out the roof shape. We need to get some of the blocks out, and let's just go ahead and kind of do what we did previously, where it is more of the steep look. So we do a stair and then we put a block on top of it, another stair, block on top, and we just go up all the way, and just like that, we're already at the very top. And we did the very top on all sides. Now, you guys can probably imagine this is going to be extremely helpful when we are doing the same thing, but we are doing it with the roof itself. It really makes putting down roofs so easy. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead, open up our backpack again. You know what? Let's just put it on my hotbar so I can just open it up directly. And we need to get a couple spruce planks out. I just called them spruce planks. I meant spruce logs, because technically the logs are going to come out just like this, and we're going to have the block on top of it. Now, this is kind of the exact same thing we have over here, where we have the log coming out one block and the deep slate tile directly on top of it. And then also, let's go ahead and sleep real quick. Perfect. Okay, so let's get the tiles and let's go ahead. Nope, we ran out of them already. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be the shape of the roof. I think that's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty good. Perfect. All right, so the roof, just like all the others, we're going to go ahead and do that in blue enchanted steep roofs. So I have a bunch crafted up here. I hope it is enough. I don't entirely know. It most likely will not be, and I am going to be sad because I'm going to have to go farm more of these trees, and they are a pain in the butt. Oh. Put that one down wrong. And there we go. Now we just need to go ahead and put the upper roof on. And look, it's... I cannot tell you how much I truly like this wand of symmetry, because it honestly makes building roofs so much easier. And I think we all understand and we can all agree that building roofs in Minecraft suck. It really does. So any type of help that we can get while doing it is just absolutely amazing. All right, so let's go ahead, put down a couple more of these. We're going to finish this up real quick. All right, and just like that, the entire roof is done. Sweet, that went so easy. Have I said how much I like the wand of symmetry yet? I don't know if I've verbalized that. I don't know if I've made that clear. All right, let's go ahead and get some of the calcite out. We need to get our trowel, which we should have here. Perfect. And let's start building the walls up on the third floor, fourth floor. What floor even is this? And there we go. Okay. Now I think we might go ahead, say, put a door on each of those. I don't know if we're going to actually have two doors. Maybe one will be a window, one will be a door on each side. We can come back and kind of figure that out later as we kind of do a lot of the finer details. but I think for right now, just getting the general shape is our immediate goal. Perfect. All right, so this is going pretty well. Really, we just need to do this top section up here, put in some glass for the windows. We do need to get the floor for the first and second floor in here as well. But besides that, we're looking pretty good. So let's go ahead, clean up our inventory slightly. We don't need a lot of this stuff in here anymore. In order to work on the top section up here, oh, did I put all these in the wrong backpack? Look at me. All right, so let's go ahead and put all of these up into our backpack, clean up our inventory, and let's get out a lot of the deep slate tile stairs, the deep slate tile slabs, and I think that's really it. So let's go ahead and try and frame out this top section up here. I'm going to want to go ahead and put a stair directly on here, and then we're going to want technically a stair right here as well. I think we're going to want to have a dark oak beam. Let's go ahead and get one of those out. Say right here. Perfect. We can do the same thing here. Same thing here. Oh, nope. We don't need to. Let's go ahead. Keep going with the slabs, and we basically just need to connect all these up. Perfect. Now, everything that we did here on the bottom, we're going to want to go ahead and repeat and put on the top as well. So stairs, slab, slab, and then this block right here, we're just going to replace it for double slabs, aka a full block. And then we get something looking like that. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to copy the design that we have over here onto this. All right. I think that's starting to look good up there. We copied the design over and it looks like it's pretty much done. So let's see, what do we need to do next? So at this point, I definitely need to get some lanterns in here. So let's bust out the lanterns, clean up our inventory yet again, and figure out where we want to put these. I'm thinking one above each of the windows. Down here, we can hang them directly on the wall. Now, sadly, the wand of symmetry does not work for lanterns if you're putting them on the wall. I think that's a mod conflict between supplementaries, which allows you to hang them on the wall, and the building gadgets. Perfect. Okay. So that'll go ahead and give it a good bit of light. And then up top here, I want to go ahead and add some lanterns on each of those corners. And we may add one more near the top as well. All right, so I think at this stage, let's just go ahead and work on the entranceway. So I'm going to take the wand of symmetry off because we don't want to duplicate what we're about to build on each side, as we only want an entrance here. All right, entryway done, and I like how it's turned out. Nice. We are going to want to go ahead and get some lanterns and put some lanterns here on the doorway area that we can see as we are going in. All right, I think for a ceiling of the basement here and the floor, the first floor, let's go ahead and use some oak. And we'll go ahead and strip the oak that is here, and then we'll do top slabs, I think, to cover it. And it'll help give it a little bit of depth as well, which is probably going to be nice. Perfect. Okay, so let's get our lanterns out. And we only have 6 left. We can do the 4 in the middle. But honestly, we are probably going to want to add more on each side as well. So something like that. Probably on each of the walls on the center beams. I think that would look pretty good. But I think that does make this area look a little bit more bright. I like it. Okay. Go ahead, open our backpack, get out what we need for the windows. Get these in. I'm going to go ahead and do full blocks in the middle and then frame each side with the panes. This is one of the looks that we've been going for on our windows over here, and I really like the way that kind of gives it a little bit of extra dimension. Perfect. All right, I think this is coming together really well. I like the way this is looking. All right, let me go ahead and come in here, add a little bit of detail work throughout, add in just a little bit of the things that we're missing here and there. Like we don't have a way to get on the second floor right now, and we don't have a way to traverse up to the top floor. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these in, and I'll come back and show you what I did. All right, so I went ahead and spruced it up a little bit, finished up a little decor items here and there. We added a side entrance to get up to the second floor. We added all of the flowers and the grass, and we updated the paths so that the path matches all the way around the little settlement now. And then if we come all the way up top, I did go ahead and add a little bit of decorations up on the very top up here. So we have a little table and some seats around it. I think that turned out really cute. We ended up getting flowers and all the flower planters so that everything kind of is filled in. In the little overhang here, which is the entrance, we added a front door. Now inside we still don't have too much, and we need to figure out what exactly we're going to be putting in there. I do have a couple ideas, but I'm not too sure on them just yet, so I still need to kind of think about them. Now, as we come down here, I finished putting in all of the lanterns so that we should be able to see everything down here perfectly fine now. And the ideas for upstairs, basically, since we have all of the create machinery here, we could go ahead and extend the create machinery up into this floor here, and perhaps do a lot of various food productions, or rather production of items like flour and chocolate and things of that nature, so that we can go ahead and produce more foods, more unique foods. All right, and then let's see, as we come out, I did find that Fantasy Furniture has this really cool banner, and I was like, you know what, sure, let's go ahead and give the build kind of like a banner theme. Not entirely sure what you could classify it as. Maybe it's the like the Machinist Guild or something of that nature, and you know, it's where all the machinists are. It's where all the create geniuses come and do their thing. But I think this turned out really good. I love how it turned out. It's fantastic. Now, we did want to get to one other thing this episode, and I wanted to build a stables. Now, over here on the right-hand side, we do have what came included with this build over here when we found it, but you know, it's kind of run down. It has you know, cobblestone, and then the cobblestone walls, and they're not very consistent. You know, blocks are chipped away, and I think we can go ahead and do something a little better than this. So I want to go ahead and rip this out and then try our hand at making something a little bit nicer. So let's go ahead, and I can go ahead and start ripping this out. Now, I would totally vein mine this, but I believe these right here are slabs, and as I go to mine, it's going to get those as well. Although it doesn't show it being highlighted. Yeah, there it is. You can see it on the very top left. So we got to be careful now. I could change our vein mine instead of shapeless to do a small tunnel, and then just take out the entire row at once. That'd be a little bit safer. Wouldn't have to worry about getting too much. And then let's go ahead and clean up this wall. Just basically, I'm going to completely get rid of everything here, essentially. And we are going to start fresh. All right, so let me go ahead and get this out, and then I'll kind of come back and tell you what our idea is. And the gist of it is that I'm going to end up just making one cell, and we're going to use the copy and paste gadget to just copy it as many times as we need. Okay, so we have the area fully cleared up now. The old stables is gone. So I went ahead and, of course, we're going to be using my favorite tool again. We're going to be using that wand of symmetry. Going to put it right here in the middle. And I have it in rectangular mode so that it'll go ahead and do it 4 times, basically. So if I do one corner, it'll go ahead and do all 4 corners. So let's go ahead and build this up, say 4 blocks. And the idea is that I want to go ahead, let me get out the spruce fences. And if we go ahead and do this, I want to have roughly a bunch of different stalls for our stables that is going to be this general shape. All right. So this one's not going to be a stall because of the fact that it's the doorway, it's the entryway. It's what's going to allow us from inside the build to over here. And you can kind of see I put in little spruce logs in the ground, and these are going to be all the different stalls. So we're going to have 1, well, that's not counting. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 different stalls. I'm going to have a larger storage area over here, and then just the entryway going in. So this structure should be the same size as this structure, and then just the larger corner. Now, I don't have any plans at the moment to connect this up over to this building. I had originally thought that we could add another door here in it as a walkway from this building into the stables. But I don't know if I want to extend the stables out this far, just because of the fact that I kind of want these stables to be completely visible from where we are. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started on this and see what we can come up with. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this entirely out of wood. So we're going to go with the dark oak stairs. Or the dark oak, and then also the spruce. So let's go ahead and get both of these out real quick. And I want to, perfect. Okay, so now that we have this, I am going to go ahead. We need to do the same thing on the outside of this side. And let's get out the slabs, and the majority of the rest of this is probably going to be slabs. So let's go ahead and build this up to a point. Come over to this side, do the same thing. And then in the middle, we are going to go ahead, come in here, and I want the middle to be a little bit lower. So if we're looking at it from this angle, we can see the darker oak exterior and then see the lighter spruce interior. I think that'll look pretty nice. Now, it does look like the wand of symmetry has some problems when it is adding on additional slab layers. So that's interesting. It makes sense because of the fact that we're not putting down a new block. We're modifying an existing one. So, I guess it makes sense. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and extend this roof up. Keep going all the way up. Do that. We need to go ahead and do the inside. Ooh, this is looking a little janky with the wand of symmetry. I might go ahead and actually just turn that off. Oh, and it looks like we need some more spruce slabs. Oh, we do have some. Okay, so I want to have a little bit of a different texture on the middle part. I don't want it to come up to an entire point. So I was thinking, let's go ahead and get, I think I have some strip spruce wood. And I think the wood we can go ahead and use on the interior and kind of make it into a little cross. something like this. Now, do we want it to be, yeah, let's go ahead and extend it one more. And then we can put another slab there. And then I think that'll be the roof. Now the inside, I actually want to do something slightly different for. I still want to keep this strip spruce wood, but I want to have it as the entire interior. And I was looking at JAI earlier, and we can take the strip spruce wood, and if I can do this, make slabs out of it. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of slabs. Come in here, and I want to put these down. So let's see. First, let's go ahead, build these down one. I'm going to go ahead and take these up. Ooh. Wait. Why is that different? Why on the back we have a block on top? Okay, so that should definitely be there. That should be there, and that should be there as well. Okay, that makes more sense. So now let's put down the wood. And these are the full blocks, and then we're going to put the slabs in the middle. Kind of just filling up every single one of these spaces here. And there we go. Nope, missing one. Perfect. So right there. Now we can go ahead and get out some lanterns and just light this area up. That's all we need. Ah, perfect. Put, say, 2 lanterns here. We do the same thing on the outside. And that's just the one stall. I think this turned out pretty good. I like this style. So now we need to go ahead and copy this a few times. Now I am going to go ahead and take off the outside because this is technically not an outside. It's just another interior. So let's go ahead. I don't think I ever made the copy paste gadget. So let's go ahead and come in here, make the copy paste gadget. And we need to go ahead and start copying this. Now, in order to copy, you need to pick both corners. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put a dummy block right here. And if you go ahead and right click, you can select your first position. And I'm going to go ahead and come over to here and then all the way back against the wall here. I'm going to put another dummy block. And shift right click will set the second position and copy it. Let's go ahead and get rid of our 2 dummy blocks. And now all we need to do is if we open up our settings menu, which you can go into the keybinds and change this. By default, it is V, and V has a conflict with the Ars Nouveau book, so you're going to have to rebind it. I went ahead and chose N. We can go into paste mode. So now we are in paste mode. So I can figure out where I want to paste it. And if I go ahead and just right click, it'll paste it in there. Now, as you see, there are some missing blocks. And that's because I don't have all those blocks in my inventory. I actually ran out of the spruce slabs, so it wasn't able to paste those in. So this is where we need to go ahead and make sure we have all the blocks. So let's go ahead and get some more blocks in our inventory and try pasting this one more time. So we'll definitely need a bunch of slabs. Let's just get, say, 4 stacks. Okay. And we're going to break this block because that's where we paste it. Try again. And it looks good on the inside. On the outside, I think it looks pretty good too. All right, let's go ahead and destroy that block. Down here, get rid of that one, and perfect. So let's go ahead and do this one more time over here. Do we have enough to get everything in here? It looks like we might. And the roof. Okay, that looks fantastic. All right, let's go ahead. I did realize that I needed to put a couple more of these fences on the front over here. We're actually going to have gates. But look how easy that was to use the copy paste and take the one design right here and paste it multiple times. And we're going to keep going. We're going to actually go into this menu and rotate it. And I don't know how many times I just rotated it. I think I might have just messed it up. But you know what? Let's go ahead and paste it down. Oh, wait, I have phantoms. Hold up. Let's sleep. I thought I have slept more often. I guess I did not. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out where we want to put this. We copied it from this location. When we rotated this, it didn't actually change the size, did it? Oh, it is. Okay, perfect. So we need to be this direction. And I'm going to say that it is most likely going to be right there. Let's go ahead and put a block down. Nope, I think we need to go one forward. So let's see what it looks like if we paste this right here. Does this look correct? That actually somewhat correct. We need this post to be 2 blocks forward. So we actually want to paste it on top of that block. Now, we don't have to completely destroy all this. If we have our copy paste gadget, we can open it back up and there is an undo button. That'll go ahead and undo it. I don't guess because those weird blocks stayed on those. Interesting. Okay. So let's pick up all these blocks and let's go ahead and try pasting this one more time. Fingers crossed. That looks correct. Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead, copy this point right here, to here, and then right here, and paste it 2 more times. Now, are we going to run out of blocks here soon? Yeah, we're starting to run out of blocks. All right. It looks like this one did get fully put in, but this one did not. We're missing a lot of the spruce blocks, the strip spruce. So let's go ahead, come into here, strip spruce wood. And that was pasting it right here. So I'm going to get rid of that block so I can click here again. And it looks like we got everything this time. Okay, perfect. Now, I probably don't have enough I definitely don't have enough of the slabs. All right, so do I have any more in my backpack? Spruce. I don't see anything. Okay. So we need to actually get some crafted up real quick. Oh, I love how this is turning out. This is looking fantastic. I had an idea as to what I wanted one of these cells to look like, but I didn't like fully test it out in a creative world or anything. So I was kind of just YOLOing it a little bit, and I think I'm in love. I think this is fantastic. Now we are going to get one more over here, and it's kind of tucked into the corner, but I think that'll still be fine. I think we need more than 4 stables. All right, so let's go ahead, come over here, paste it one final time. And it looks like everything got pasted on. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and take the dark oak slabs and copy it to the back over here, also over to the side. And then we need to build up this corner one. Now this corner one's going to be slightly larger. And it looks like this tree is in the way, so goodbye. And we need to figure out how we want to have this side set up. Now, do we want to... Let me clean up my inventory so I can actually put down some blocks. Do I not have any spruce? There we go. Okay. So do we want the wall to, you know, kind of go to a straight line here? Or if we are going to, you know, kind of make it perfectly symmetrical where we have a extra 2 blocks, we could do the same thing here and put the wall there. Come over here, go to this way, and do this. I'm thinking I am leaning towards this. I think I'm leaning towards this because I think the symmetry of it will really help with the design, at least in my brain. So let me go ahead and fix this. Clean up some of this grass here. Perfect. Okay, so let me go ahead and get something built for this, and I'll come back and show you guys how it turned out. All right, well, we are back, and I might have went a little overboard. So we were planning on just wrapping up the corner build over here, but I got it completed, and then I started putting some hay down inside, and I might have put hay in every single one of these pens. But when I was putting the hay down, I was like, man, it'd be really nice if there was smaller blocks of hay instead of just the full blocks. And then I realized there are the framed blocks. So from the frame blocks mod, there are several ones that we can use. We use the mini cubes, which are these guys. And then we also use the frame edge slabs and also the corner slabs as well, and I think it kind of gives it a nice little look. We also went ahead and put some flax bales down. I kind of like thought in my head maybe it's just like hay that's just really dried out. So I'm gonna put a couple of those down, not too many, but just a few. Now we also went ahead and went around back and put up excuse me, windmill. We also put up a bunch more trees, and we came in and kind of put a little foliage here and there, and we also did the path. So now as we come up here, the pathway is fully done. We have little grass and rocks and flowers all around each of our pins, and I think this is looking fantastic. I am absolutely loving the way this turned out. It looks amazing. Now, since we have stables and we have pens, we need to put things in it. And I did go out earlier today and get a bunch of different creatures. So I figured we'd go ahead and kind of toss those in here. Now, this pen and this one are going to kind of be adjoined, just because of the fact that they can climb up and just climb over. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But all right, so we have 2 donkeys as well as 2 horses. Now in the next one over, I'm going to go ahead and see, look, they're already climbing over. You know what? Yeah, we'll even put it in this one. Ooh, yeah, we'll put it over here. So we have 2 little goats. Well, 1 little goat, 1 big goat, but the little one will eventually grow up. Now, I think over here, let me just verify. Yeah, there's no way they can get out. Ooh, if they're on top of the fence, they might be able to. I might have to put a couple more. Let me get some more leaf blocks out. Because now that I'm thinking of this, I think... Nope, that's wisteria. How did this goat get over here? And it's already out. See, that's why we needed to put more down. How did the goat get over here, though? There's no way that goat could have got into this pen. I am so confused. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and put 2 moo blooms down. Now you are stuck in there. Okay. Wait, how did this goat get out? I am so... What? They shouldn't be able to jump over fences and gates. Even if they're walking on the corner, they can't get out of there. How did that happen? All right, where's this baby goat? Let's go get it. Bring it back. How did he get out, though? I don't want to sit here and just watch whatever craziness they got going on. Because they should not be able to get out of these pens. Huh. All right, so we got those, and then we also went ahead and tamed, well, tamed one, did not tame the other. I ended up getting a griffin, and this one is tamed. Now, I also ended up getting a dire wolf, which is not currently tamed, and I have the wiki open over here. Let's see. So in order to tame a dire wolf, we need to give it basically meat. So we have some raw mutton on us already. Let's go ahead, put it down and tame it up. Hopefully, no, does it? I guess it does not want mutton. Okay. Let's just pick it up real quick so it doesn't murder their animals, or I don't know I don't even know if it does, but let's just not risk it. Let's get some chicken. Why do you not want to take food? So it says on the wiki, the breeding items, which is the taming items, is rabbit, chicken, mutton, pork, and beef. We tried chicken and mutton. Okay, let's try steak or beef. No, it's not using it at all. Do you just jump? Okay. No, you just have to jump on it and tame it. Okay. That's what it is. I'm just doing it completely wrong. Just like a horse, you just got to jump on it and see if you can survive the minigame. And is that it? You kind of stop moving. I'm assuming so. Yes. Okay. Owner, firepower. So we can go ahead, pick him up. How did he get out? What is... Goats. What is up? Okay. And we can use the stick on this guy and tell him to sit. Here we go. All right. So are goats just not going to work? The other goat got out. Where is the other goat? It's in the back over here. What the heck? All right. Well, you know, if we can't have goats, we can't have goats. It's that simple. All right. So I did get a couple other things we could try as well. So we ended up getting a couple yaks. And then I also got a tapir. I don't know how you pronounce that. So we can go ahead and throw those down. There's the yaks. And then there's the little tapir. I think it's tapir. So there we go. All right. Well, you know, I think that's probably going to end the episode here. We got a lot done. We got an absolute lot done. Tons and tons of building. Hopefully you guys liked how everything turned out. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button down below. If you guys aren't already, if you guys are not already subscribed, make sure to hit that button, get notified when we post our next video. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. I will see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.